We found in the oral Torah what are the sources of evil eye. What is the source? The Gemara in Masechet Yerushalmi, Pe'achet, it says tzarut ayin, narrow eye. What does it mean, narrow eye? A person cannot stand that other people have nice things. It bothers him very much. Even though it has nothing to do with his life, doesn't influence his life, but he just can't stand that someone bought a car, or someone moved into a nice house, or even bought a tie. It bothers him. That's regardless if he has or not. We can find cases that someone has many millions of dollars, and a simple person bought himself something nice. He has thousands of those, and it bothers him. And he himself can't even explain why. I don't understand why it bothers me. What does it have to do with me, he says. I really don't understand, but I admit it's some kind of a fire in the heart when I hear about somebody else have good. That's called tzarut ayin. Then, jealousy. Jealousy is something else. Jealousy means he doesn't have, he wants to have. He wants to have it also. Jealousy not necessarily means that he wants the other person to lose it, like tzar ayin. Tzar ayin will be very happy if he hear a minute later that the car crashed. I say, thank God. Baruch Hashem. Jealousy not necessarily is like that. He said, why don't I have? If he gets, it's okay that the other one also have. He's not sitting and waiting when he's going to lose what he has. Then we have strong desire for materialistic things. I'm giving you all the sources that leads to Ayin Hara. Then we have stinginess. Person does not want to share anything of what he has. So automatically, if a person gets something, he feels it comes on his expense, for whatever reason. Then we have a person that never satisfied with what he has. No matter how much he has, he's always be there and upset that he doesn't have enough. Then people that have these traits, unfortunately, are very dangerous to the people who are around them. So if you have friends like this, then you are in danger. Spiritual danger, which leads to physical danger. Why spiritual? Because when you have something and you tell this person and he see it, then your something is in jeopardy of being lost. We're going to explain how it works. I just mentioned, in order for a person to get safe from Ayin Hara, he has to stick to the good and stay away from the bad. That like this, he will be protected from all the evilness around him. Let's explain how the Ayin Hara works. The Gemara says 99% of the people died in Ayin Hara, from evil eye, and 1% die natural death. But just that you understand, the 99% of the people eventually are affected from this Ayin Hara. So it's simple to understand that not necessarily only when the person is staring at something that you have, it's in jeopardy. Based on the list of the things that I said, even if a person does not see it with his own eye, just because he's jealous and he doesn't want you to have it, automatically the energy around you is negative. Then, because he's going to tell everyone how bad you are, and how come you have it, it's not fair, why did he get it, why Hashem gave it to him, I don't understand Hashem, where is the justice in this world, and all kinds of things like this, and create a negative atmosphere around you, which can lead to horrible things. But direct damage, he can only do direct damage only if he sees what you have. If he only heard on the phone. So the Gemara gives few examples of Ayin Hara. One, a person should not stand and watch his friend field while the wheat is growing. There's a week or two that all the wheat is growing. Don't stand and look. Why? The eye of the person can influence how much is growing, more or less. Now, the question is, what did the Gemara here really meant? That if a person look at the wheat, because of him less wheat will grow, or he cannot really affect the wheat because it's a natural thing? The answer is, over here, that if not enough wheat would grow, people would come to you and say, because of you. Because you put your eye on my field, you see, this year only half grow. Why? Because you put your eye on my field. So the Gemara said, don't look. If you look, they'll blame you that your eye did. We're talking about a person that doesn't have jealousy, doesn't have evil eye. Better not to be there to look, because if something will go wrong, they'll blame you. Then the Gemara says like this. If a person sees success over than what is natural, extra success, in a field that he's busy with, he should not publish it to the world, not to create jealousy. Nobody has to know you made a deal and made millions of dollars in 1 second. You know, the idea is to live normally, not to attract too much attention. Yeah, the problem begins. So evil eye, it's much, much deeper than what people think. It's also something physical, not only spiritual. Let's go one by one and explain how does it work. First thing, the ayin hara, as I said, control a person that somebody with bad eye is staring at something that you have, either at yourself or at something that you own. Then the Torah says, if you are wondering how such a thing is possible, that a person with his eye has such power to move things around, we found that when the tribes when they came to the world, the children of Jacob, for one extra word that Leah said, she said, I would like to say thank you to Hashem. In her fourth son, after she gave birth to her fourth son, she said, I want to say thank you to Hashem for giving me all these boys. Rachel was barren, and Leah said thank you to Hashem. After she bragged that she already have a fourth son, she couldn't give birth for a long, long time. What's the Gemara say? Why? Ayin hara hit her. Why? Which ayin hara? It could be even ayin hara of a good person. It can be ayin hara even from a person to himself. A person can make evil eye to himself by speaking about something that he may have, and I'm so lucky that I got it, etc. Then, right after that, he says, "Vata'amod miledet." Her giving birth stopped. Then, Joshua, in Sevani Amrav, Asher at ko berchani Hashem. And Hashem say, Joshua say, we are a great, strong nation. And what does it say right after that? Chazal say, hide yourself in a forest, that no one would pay too much attention to you, and the evil eye will create problems. Then, the Gemara say, the first 10 commandments were broken from evil eye. From evil eye. Why? The eyes of everyone was in it, and that's what caused it to break, besides the sin of the golden calf, of course. Then it says, what is a good thing to stay away from? Amar Rabbi Elazar, what is a way to stay away from? Amar Rabbi Eliezer, ayin ra'ah. If you want to be a decent person, work on yourself not to put your eye on some things that someone owns, or something that he has. Have a generous mind, have a generous personality. Be happy for others. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Love everyone around you and be happy when they're successful. It's not so simple for some people, but this is what he says. Ayin hara, you have to stay away from it, just like a missile, like a weapon, because it can hurt a person in a split of a second. That's why you have to choose carefully who comes to your home, who you're hanging out with, who you're learning with, who you're going shopping with. You have to stay away from people that are known to you as people who are jealous and they don't have good eye. The ayin hara is burning. They have to stay from it. This is what the Midrash say, as I said before, that Yaakov warned his son. The Gemara say, if a person sell barrels and put them on the street, he cannot have blessing in his profit. Imagine a person has a business, and he has a booth, and he puts everything in the street. And million people walk on Fifth Avenue, and everyone look, ooh, how beautiful his merchandise is. Every person who passed by, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Finally, when he sell it, he doesn't see blessing in the money. Why? The ayin hara destroy it. The Gemara say, Chazal say, the Pasuk say, Yetzav Hashem itcha et habracha be'asamecha. Hashem say, I'm going to bless all the barns, all the wheat and barley that you have in the barns, in the back, in the storages. Why not in front? Why only what's stored is going to be blessed? So the Torah say, because the blessing can only go on something that is hidden from the public eye. If it's exposed to so many eyes, it's eating away the blessing from this person. So the more show-off you are, the more you lose. Now I know what you're thinking. Someone who sees his friend and jealous with him and sends his evil eye, and if he talks about him, he adds an extra sin to the act. Sicknesses who come to the people. It's like ayin hara hit him like a sword. And sometimes people become sick just because they're over charismatic and successful and people are jealous with them. And if they don't pray a lot for Hashem to save them from ayin hara, they can get sick constantly all the time. Then the Gemara say, modesty is great. Make sure to be humbled. Hatzna lechet im Hashem Elokecha. Hatzna come from the word tzanua. Tzanua means down to earth. You want Hashem to love you, Hashem say? You want me to love you? Be a simple person. You have a lot of money? Live in a comfortable house. No problem. Nice, no problem.